Early morning, and it felt like a revolution. Protesters on board army trucks driving around streets that only yesterday were held by riot police. Columns of protesters, armed mainly with clubs, headed for Parliament and the presidential compound. People poured into the streets, scarcely able to believe that overnight the feared riot police had vanished and the president had left the capital. Only 2 days ago there were 2 or 3 lines of heavily armed riot police. Now groups of protesters are coming in here to go down and protect the outside of the Parliament. At the Parliament itself, these were the new faces of the guards, men who only yesterday had been behind barricades. Very quickly, crowds, having lost their fear, rushed to the Parliament, but they were wary of claiming victory.
We're not giving up. It's not the victory yet, and everyone is ready to fight.
The whole country was now watching what the Parliament would decide. Some MPs, loyal to the government, were harassed by the crowds as they approached the Parliament. They wanted the president and the old guard removed. Then President Yanukovych issued a video saying he wouldn't resign, he wouldn't leave Ukraine, and denouncing his opponents as Nazis. Shortly after, Parliament voted by a large majority to remove him from power and to hold elections in May. MPs cheered and sang the anthem. As flowers were laid, where many protesters had died, came news of another momentous decision. Parliament ordered the immediate release from detention of Tymoshenko, a pro-Western former Prime Minister suffering from ill health. She immediately went to Independence Square in Kiev. In front of a crowd of 50,000, she was pushed onto the stage to a tumultuous welcome.
Slava Ukraini! Рідні мої!
You are heroes. You are the best of Ukraine.
She struggled to hold back tears and then had this message for the protesters.
It is you who changed everything, not diplomats, not politicians, not the world, just you. If somebody tells you you have finished your work and you can go home, don't believe it. Don't leave the square until we achieve real change.
Her appearance ended a long day that has utterly changed this strategically important Eastern European country. Gavin Hewitt, BBC News, Kiev.